Yo, what is going on, everyone? Welcome back to another video. Today we're doing something just completely outside what I normally do. We have my professional microphone with my professional camera sitting outside. I just want to do something different for this one. Today we're going to be talking about the Maya X and all my thoughts and opinions on that, and if I think it's worth picking up over everything else. So let's just get right into it. So when talking about the shape of the Maya X, you are getting something similar to a Superlight or a V3 Pro, I would say, where it has a nice tiny amount of back flare, but it's relatively straight going all the way down the side of the mouse. You are getting a taper, so it's not completely flat wall sides like an X2 or a Superlight. It's a little bit tapered in, which is why I would compare it similarly to a V3 Pro, especially with the little amount of flare out that it has. It has a decent amount of comfort groove, so you're able to kind of get locked in feeling when you're playing with this mouse. And when you're talking about the height of the mouse, it's a similar height to the Viper V2 Pro, where it's not super tall at all, but it's nowhere near as flat as the final mouse. I would say it's in between a V2 Pro and a Superlight when it comes to just a general shape. And the reason why I'm comparing it so much to the Superlight and the V2 Pro is because the Maya felt like a scaled down Superlight with a little bit of shape alterations, and the Maya X just feels like a Superlight, but so much better in hand. You're talking about 3950 sensors, so you're getting 8K hertz performance. You're also getting really good battery life. On that 8K hertz, mine lasted around a week or two with no charge, and that's what medium to heaviest use through gaming basic tasks like editing videos, editing photos in Lightroom. It's like the battery life lasted so long, and it was kind of insane because when comparing it to the Cyrox V8, which I'll have a review coming out very soon on, the V8 just feels so much worse in terms of battery life because that thing lasts like 12 hours before it dies. It's insane how bad the battery life on that mouse is, but I'm gonna talk about that in the review. The battery life on the Maya X feels really good. Like, it feels really good. It lasts a really long time, especially for long gaming sessions, and I kind of expect that from Lamzu because they've kind of nailed that 3950 tech, especially because they have so many 3950 mice. But in hand, it feels really good. It's 47 grams. I believe the Maya was 45. It's 47 grams, so it doesn't feel too heavy at all. It's around the same weight as a Starlight, so you're gonna get that nice larger size mouse with a super light weight that kind of makes it feel weightless. It feels weightless in hand. And just overall, I have no complaints with the shape of it. It's really comfortable, and I found this being one of my most used mice in the last couple weeks when compared to the Helios 2, which is my main mouse for 7, 8 months straight. I use the Helios 2 for everything, and the Maya X feels like it's going to be that replacement to the Helios. It just feels really good in hand, and I really, really, really like it. The Maya X uses the Omron opticals for the main clicks. They feel really nice and light and spammy. They feel a lot less heavy than they do in the Superlight, which out of the box feels incredibly heavy. I wouldn't say it feels as good as the Beast X, which has the same clicks. They feel incredible in the Beast X. I would say for click feeling, they would feel the most similar to the Sora V2. That's where I would say this feels almost identical to when it comes to the clicks. The Sora V2 didn't have the absolute best clicks. It didn't have the worst clicks in the world. They were okay. Like I had no complaints with them. The side buttons are really nice and well tensioned. Very little pre-travel with very little post-travel. I'd say it's about what you expect from Lamzu. Their side buttons aren't like the magic side button. They don't feel as good as the Starlight, which has just some incredible side buttons. Same with the Beast X, which has really good, nice, well-tensioned side buttons. Going on to the build quality of this mouse, most people on Twitter know me for being like Hulk hands. I can flex the mouse if I really try. I don't want to break the mouse. I really, really, really like the Maya X. On the left side of the mouse, there's a lot more pushing or a lot more give onto the plastic when compared to the right side of the shell, which has almost no give at all, and it would require an unreasonable amount of force to really like push into this mouse, similar to mice like the Akitsu, where it takes such a crazy amount of pressure. This is weaker than the Akitsu, but you can obviously press into the middle of the mouse if you really want to break it. The bottom is using the same kind of pattern as most other Lamzu products, where they have that really nice hole design, and then they have a honeycomb punch out for where the battery would be, all just to save weight. Like I said, this is 47 grams. It honestly feels incredible in hand. It uses their standard stock skates, which I believe are some of the best stock skates on a mouse, period. Normally, I swap out skates. I have a jar full of like 40 different mouse skates of pretty much anything you can imagine. And the Lamzu stock are all my Lamzu mice have their stock skates on it because they just feel incredible. They're some of the best skates I've ever felt, and I have no complaints with them. The scroll wheel is pretty notchy. I would compare it similarly to the Sora V2 again. I'm not sure what scroll encoder they're using. I'll put on screen here what it is because I completely forgot, but it feels nice and well tensioned, and I have no complaints with the scroll again. And the scroll click feels like, really, when it comes to the clicks and the build quality, I have genuinely no issues. And that's the thing, because when I'm comparing it to other mice, it's more like this mouse should be the mouse that is to beat in my opinion. It feels incredible in hand. The clicks are well tensioned, the side buttons feel good. The 8K hertz performs really well. Lamzu did a really good job knocking out that 4K hertz, and it's just one of the best feeling mice I've used in 2024. I would say it feels better than the Sora V2. It feels leagues better than their sub-brand Cyrox V8, which is the same company. So I'm confused where all the magic went. But then again, it also is a budget mouse, so I don't know. But the Maya X just feels incredible. And it's one of my like most used mice of this year. Now, I spent a large section of this video comparing this mouse to the Superlight, so we're gonna see how close it is actually. We're gonna give us a side POV here. The Superlight, like I said, it's just as tall. Maya X actually feels a little bit flatter in hand. You're looking at the bottom POV here. You can see that bottom flare out, very similar to the Superlight, but like I said, it doesn't taper back out. It doesn't flare back out like on the Superlight, where you have a tiny pinch in the middle here, and then it flares out to the top and bottom. When you're looking at the front click design, you can see that the Maya has that nice comfort groove similar to the V3 Pro. I don't have the V3 Pro, so I can't compare it, sadly. One day I'll get one, but right now I don't have one. Both using USB Type-C. Like I said, I kept the stock skates on the Lamzu while I removed the stock skates from the Superlight. When comparing it to other popular shapes here, we have the Beast X. Like I said, this kind of fits similarly in hand to a Beast X. It is larger, 100%. The Beast X is smaller and narrower. It's also completely straight sides. Like you see here, there's a little bit of a front flare, but nowhere near as much as the back flare on the Maya X, which is significantly thinner in hand. It feels thinner than the Beast X. The Beast X just feels much larger. You're getting a much deeper comfort groove similar to the Starlight on the Beast X compared to the Maya X. You're also getting those similar clicks, but like I said, the Beast X clicks do feel better than the Maya X. That's mainly because it uses a magnesium shell compared to the plastic shell of the Maya X. And then you're getting that kind of center but not as forward side button placement as compared to the Beast X, which is a lot more forward, because this mouse is more designed for fingertip, while this mouse is meant to be more comfort for every grip style, including palm, fingertip, and claw. Going over to my all-time favorite shape, this is the Helios 2. This is a completely different shape. I'm just pulling this up because I spent 7 months on this mouse, and this was like the mouse for me. Right now I have the aluminum dots from N-Tech skates on there. I don't like them right now, but we'll get there when we get there. I have a full video coming out on skates here really soon. But as you see here, it's very similar in design philosophy when it comes to the bottom of it, where there's a nice bottom flare, and then it kind of stays slim towards the top where it feels narrow. The Maya is wider in hand. The Helios 2 is very reminiscent of the S2, so you're not going to get a lot of that center hump profile, which is why the Helios 2 fits so well in my hand, because of the way I grip mice. It just perfectly conforms to the way I hold it. The Maya X is doing a really good job at conforming to that, but it's nowhere near as comfortable for me as the Helios 2, which is just my all-time favorite mouse. Like, looking at the side button positioning, you're seeing that the side buttons on the Maya X are in a very similar position to the Helios. Like I said, these are more designed for claw and palm style grips compared to the fingertip like the Beast X. Very comfortable mouse to hold in hand. So here is Lamzu's sub-brand. This is the Cyrox V8. I'm having a lot of issues with this mouse right now. Like I said, I have a full review coming out very shortly, but you're getting very similar stock skates. I would say the Cyrox has worse stock skates than the Lamzu. Looking at the side button positioning here, you can see it's almost identical, especially in design philosophy. You see they have a very similar rounding to it, and just overall, they're not the same shape at all. This is actually similar to a Sora. This is similar to a V3 Pro, but I only bring it out to compare because this is a sub-brand of Lamzu, and the build quality just feels significantly worse in the Cyrox. I feel like I can crush it with one hand. The Maya X feel like they'll take a little bit more pressure to break with one hand. So I know this is a very different style of review. Like I said, I was using my big boy camera with a whole bunch of fancy gear, but I just really wanted to get something that looked good out, because I really enjoy the Maya X, and I think it's like a genuinely really good mouse. So if you are interested in picking one up, I will have some links in the description below to go pick it up. The Amazon ones will be affiliate links, so if you ever problem with affiliate links, don't click on it. But yeah, that should be it. Leave a like if you did enjoy this video. If you want me to keep doing this style of content where I'm just kind of setting up shots that look kind of cool, let me know. I will keep doing that because it's a lot more fun to film videos this way for mouse reviews than sitting at a desk and chatting to it. It feels a lot more involved. But yeah, leave a comment what your thoughts were on the Maya X, and if you plan on picking one up, and subscribe if you want to see more content like this, and I'll see you guys in the next one.
You say you want it, oh baby girl, you say you want it. Baby, come get it, oh baby, yeah, you gotta get it. Hey baby girl, drop all these problems. Look at everyone who's trying harder. I don't know if I should try harder, cause you're the only one I want. Only one I want.